Mr. Sass, Mr. Stephen A. Schmitty, or I like to call him Mr. Stephen A. Snake, because the way that this guy's been moving lately. So,
Yo,
we're gonna play y'all a clip, and then we're just kind of like gonna break it down, for y'all the situation and how we feel about Mr. Stephen A. Mr. Sass. So,
Stephen A.
But it didn't
Sass.
seem like you and Max had a bad relationship at all. So where do those rumors come from, and what's the truth with the departure of Max Kellerman from First Take?
Well, the rumor's accurate in terms of me wanting him off the show. Let's get.
so y'all heard that, right? The rumor is accurate as far as me getting him off the show. Mr. Sass. So, the thing is apparently it's been a known thing at First Take that Stephen A. Smith has been trying to get Max Kellerman off the show for since they've been on together. And the thing with Sass is it's very clear that this guy doesn't like no competition. You know what I mean? He can't have someone else on the show that challenges him in any way, shape, or form.
At least this is how we see it, but that's not what he says.
That's not what he says. So we're not gonna be those guys who just like take that little clip and don't discuss the rest of the things that Stephen A. said on the show that day. But this is a Hot 90 clip from Hot 97. Ebro, Rosenberg, and those guys interviewed Stephen A. Smith, and he basically admitted to getting Max Kellerman off the show, but he kind of worded in a way where he said I felt like he wasn't a challenge anymore. I felt like the show was getting stale, so I wanted to switch it up. I think that's I think that's bullshit personally, but like KB, I don't know how you feel about it. You feel like he's
I don't even know how to go about all of this, to be honest with you. It's like okay, we see the show, we see First Take, and we see Stephen A, we see Max Kellerman. Stephen A, he doesn't want that. He wants the show to be about him. He wants people to watch this because it's Stephen A. Not Stephen A and Max Kellerman. I feel like within the past like year, 2 years maybe, we've got like accustomed to what Max Kellerman would say, like whether it's a hot take, whether it's a debate that they have, whether it's the dumb things that he says. It's just like, yeah, we like there are people that watch this because Max Kellerman is on the show, not just because it's Stephen A. And for me, I feel like Stephen A doesn't like that Max is getting the attention that he's getting.
And Max Kellerman too. The thing is like from what I've been seeing, like I didn't know that he was loved like this. People have been saying like Max Kellerman's for the culture. You know what I mean? He's for the
exactly
guy, right? Yeah. So and the meme that's going around right now is that Tyrell Owens, legendary football player. He basically said that Max Kellerman was blacker than Stephen A. And I think, everybody's like, yo, that's the day Stephen A. said, I'm getting this guy off the show. Because, like, yo, that's ultimate disrespect for Mr. Sass, man. Like, that's a little too much to handle, bro.
The one from New York? You gonna tell this guy from New York that?
Excuse me, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Get off the weed.
Where the hell is Max Kellerman even from? The Bronx.
Yeah.
Max Kellerman is from the Bronx. You gonna tell a boy from like Stephen A from New York that he's not, that a boy from the Bronx is what? Nah, man.
Yo.
Anyways.
But like the thing is, the reason why why Tyrell Owens said that was because with the Colin Kaepernick situation. As we know, Stephen A is like very much a company man, so he obviously understood Kaepernick's what Kaepernick did and obviously agreed with it. But he also was saying that Kaepernick is like not out there trying to like find himself a job or do. I forget what exactly the argument is, but anyways, basically it seems like Tyrell Owens didn't agree with what Stephen A was saying, but he agreed with what Max Kellerman said on the topic, and that's why he kind of made that comment of like Max is looking blacker than you right now. But
he was a funny ass character though.
But that's kind of just been a thing that like why some people really like Max Kellerman is like even the discussion of like players in the NBA smoking weed and like how Stephen A is like, yo, you're not allowed to smoke weed, this that this, where Max Kellerman is like, yo, you're just a human, weed doesn't do nothing to you and you should be able to enjoy it as a player, right? So this is kind of the whole situation for Stake, and And so one thing you guys need to do, first off, you need to go watch that interview with Hot 97 and watch Stephen A. Like it's a decently long interview, but for the first like 10 minutes or so, he talks about the whole Max Kellerman situation. And then what you need to do is you need to go watch Max Kellerman's last day on the show, because literally Max Kellerman's reactions. It's just when you have that context, it makes everything like it makes that last day clip just so funny. So Stephen A. didn't even show up. He had an excuse. Yeah. He had an excuse. Like
he was sick. He was sick. Yeah, he had to get his nose surgery. You know what I mean? But once again, I said that before. Who scheduled the surgery? It was Stephen A. himself. He knew he wanted Max out. He also knew when Max's last day was gonna be. He also knew he also knew that he had surgery. Therefore, he also knew that he couldn't look at Max straight in the eyes with
bro, that shit was bullshit, man. That was bullshit. He didn't want to show up in person. You at least see like Stephen A. is on the phone with something to say, and then you at least see Max Kellerman like perk up, and like now that you have context, it's kind of just like, yeah, bro, let me hear that bullshit. You've been trying to get me fired. And honestly, shout out to Max Kellerman for being professional. He's out here getting clowned by Stephen A. and freaking Kendrick Perkins.
Big Perk.
Kendrick Perkins, a man who just put like Karl Anthony Towns and Bam Adebayo on his top 5 power forwards. You know, like I didn't know they played power forward. Last time I checked, they played center. So if you're getting clowned by Kendrick Perkins, like, you know what I mean, to not say anything back to him is just like, I call that resilience, bro. Because that guy is I won't diss any more than necessary.
Bro. Yeah. You can't disrespect Big Perk. That guy, he had an impact on KD's OKC team and the Browns Cleveland team. Okay, that's Big Perk. Right there.
An impact. Sure, he did. But you guys need to go check out that Hot 97 interview, and then right afterwards watch Max's last day. But
yes, sir.
KB, what do you think? Do you think Stephen A. like wanted Max off the show? Like, do you think it was a personal thing, or do you think do you believe his story of like, oh, I needed to switch it up?
Well, I definitely don't believe his story. I don't believe his story, but I also don't believe he had anything against Max as a person. Like I feel like it's more of he wants the attention. He wants it to be about him, and that's pretty much it. Like the boy said it himself on the Hot 97 interview. Like he wants his own show. He wants a late night show. He wants the attention to be on him. Therefore, the fact that First Take was not just about him. Yo, I know people that watch First Take just because of Molly.
Really?
You know what I mean? Bro, people watch First Take because... Have you seen Molly, bro?
Yeah, she's bad, but she doesn't speak.
She doesn't... But whenever she does, it's like it's worth listening to.
Oh my god, bro. Just follow her on IG or something.
Bro. Yo, having her live on the show is a different feeling. But anyways, like...
So you're one of those people who watch First Take just
I don't even watch First Take, bro. Relax. I'm talking shit. But anyways, I don't believe his story, but I also don't believe he had a thing against Max. I feel like I said, it's he wants the attention. He's an attention whore. He wants everything to be about him, which I don't blame him for. But buddy, like the spotlight can't just be for you, Stephen A. Like you've done your damage. We hear your voice. We know who you are because of all your tantrums and all that bullshit. But you know. It is what it is. Max got to go some way somehow. We saw Max on I don't even know what that show is called actually. I know it's with J Will, but I don't know what that show is called.
Or something. KJM.
Yeah, I don't even know. But
it's the 3 hosts first initials or something.
Yeah.
KMJ, KH, KJM, something like that.
Something like that.
But he looks a lot more at peace.
Yeah, he looked more like comfortable, like more like
because he's not getting dissed all the time. Stephen A. couldn't wait to eat that guy alive.
Exactly.
Yeah. But Max Kellerman, like, the reason why I liked him and the reason why I thought the dynamic with him was good on the show, like, he's had some hot takes, bro. Some
really hard takes, yeah.
Like, I want Iguodala. Give me Iguodala.
Like we all clowned him for that. Like, I clowned him for that. It's like, why would you say that,
I'm still happy it happened. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm exactly. I'm happy it happened because as of today, like we know, like we like Max because of stuff like that, you know. But I don't know, bro. Like I don't feel bad for him because I know he's gonna find another job and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more Stephen A. Because Stephen A. ever since the Steve Nash stuff, like saying that he didn't deserve the job because like he only got the job because he's white and not because like as if he's not a Hall of Fame player. Like, you know, Stephen A. He's been rubbing me the wrong way.
It's like like you said, like he's trying to play. It's like one time he plays this side, the other time he plays that side. It's the same like this whole Colin Kaepernick situation. Like I feel like that's what he does. Even with Steve Nash, like I know, like people respect Steve Nash around the league for what he's done. He's never won a championship, but people respect Steve Nash as a hooper. They respect as his basketball knowledge. They respect him as a person. So him getting a job with Brooklyn is not. It wasn't surprising to me. Yes, there are coaches that deserve jobs. That's facts. And Steve Nash being his first time in, having to deal with like three freaking with the championship team at first. Yeah, it's not ideal, but yo, man, like his skin color is not the reason why he got the job, my guy. Like, no. But that's Stephen A. antics for you.
But let's talk about a little. Something else a little fun. So for the Stephen A thing, you don't believe it, right? Like you think that like he wanted Max off the show just like point blank.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, I think the same. I think Stephen A. Snake just didn't like Max Kellerman and he didn't want him on the show no more.
Yeah, exactly.
He like honestly the way that he wants the show to be is not gonna make the show successful because like he wants to have like a screaming match with people and it's like. People enjoyed watching Stephen A. scream and then Max Kellerman come in and just be calm and like be able to talk about a subject in a calm, like, calculated way and actually have a conversation. Like we want to hear a conversation and then see Stephen A. spaz. We don't want to see Stephen A. spazzing and then another guy spazzing and them trying to talk over each other. Like no, like that's stressful. We ain't trying to watch that. But
exactly.
But yeah, man. Stephen A. Snake, we see what you're doing out here. I ain't watching First Take no more. You evil man.